going to look at some basic geometry, some basic notation. And with that, we need to understand just what geometry is. Well, it's Greek words, geo, which means earth, and metron, which is measure. When we combine those, we get basically measurements of the science of land, and we get geometry. The fundamental building blocks of geometry are points, lines, and planes. And we're going to talk about each one of these and identify what each of these are. So let's start with points. So when we talk about points, points are fairly abstract. They are just individual areas. They are literally just what we say, point, somewhere in space. And just like here, it's just a single place. It doesn't have anything that connects them necessarily. A point is just that. It's just a dot, okay? And like I said, it is very abstract, and so I could even put a point up here. The reason why we want to identify points is because points actually help us create our lines. So when we look at lines, this is line L, the center line of the road. Okay, we identify our lines, we letter our lines, and what a line is it is what is created between 2 points. So it's uniquely determined by 2 points. There's only one line that is created by 2 distinct points. Because if I put another point up here, that would create a different line. Okay? And so whenever I look at that, let's look at this line right here. Now, if I label this line M, there are actually multiple ways to label this line. This could be line, and let me redo this. This could be line M, because that's what I labeled it as. This could be line AB, because those are my 2 points on it. I could also label this as AB with a line above it and 2 arrows. If you do it this way, make sure that you have arrows on both ends, because a line continues indefinitely. We don't have end points on a line. It could also be written the opposite direction, BA, again with those arrows going on both ends. Now, again, we have to be careful with lines. One and only one line contains these 2 distinct points. So we do have to pay attention to those. Now, when we look at a plane, which is what this is, a plane is a flat surface, and similar to a table or the floor. And a plane, it still extends indefinitely. So this is going to extend indefinitely. Now, like a table or a floor, they are cut off by walls or the edges. But think about them being able to extend indefinitely. Okay? And so a plane contains a line. Notice that this line AB is on this plane. But there are multiple planes that might contain certain lines, but you have to have 3 points to create a plane. And the reason why is because a line is basically just one direction, okay? But a plane, we kind of look at the whole thing. And so we look at these 3 points, and so these 3 points are all within the same plane. These 2 points are on the same line. These 3 points are within the same plane. Now, a plane can be labeled multiple ways. If I label this plane with what we call the fish symbol, this would be plane alpha. That's the Greek letter alpha. This is the Greek letter omega. Or actually, I think that's gamma. Sorry. This is the Greek letter gamma. So it could be labeled plane gamma. Or it could be labeled plane ABC with the points on it. Okay? We're going to look at how these planes, these lines, these points all interact in another video, but these are just your basic notations.